some nights, the sky doesn't simply appear above you. It arrives. It leans closer, almost as if the darkness itself has been listening, waiting for your mind to quiet just enough so it can whisper back. Tonight is one of those nights. A night where the first breath you take feels like a doorway, and the second breath feels like a small step through it. Beyond that doorway is starlight, not the bright, restless kind we see when we're wide awake, but the soft, ancient, utterly patient light that has been traveling toward you for longer than human memory can measure. And before the story begins, let me ask you something. A visual question to anchor your attention gently. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to look up at a star that has already died and still see its light touching you? Just hold that image lightly, like holding a small lantern in your hands. That single wondering thought activates the quiet part of your mind, the part that responds so deeply to relaxing science, the part that drifts so easily when listening to Sleepy Science Narration, the part that knows how to fall asleep to science without effort, only with breath. Now imagine the sky stretching above you, where cool and endless. You're not identifying constellations. You're not trying to interpret anything. You're simply observing the faint shimmer of ancient light. Each star is like a memory the universe kept, an echo of a moment far older than the Earth itself. Some of that light left its star before humans existed, before the oceans fully formed, before forests took root. You are lying beneath a sky that remembers everything. This is the first step into dreamy science, the soft fusion between what we know and what we feel. The moment when astronomy becomes both fact and comfort, when photons become poetry. And as strange as it sounds, this is real science. Every star you see is telling the truth about distance, time, temperature, and the physics of its own burning heart. And yet, the moment you allow yourself to breathe with that truth, it becomes emotional, like a quiet companion. Let your shoulders loosen a little. Let your jaw relax. Let your breath widen and deepen, because tonight the science is here to hold you gently. The light reaching your eyes is old, unimaginably old. Some of it began its journey when early hominids were discovering fire. Some began when dinosaurs walked beneath a younger sky. Some is older, still older, than continents, older than the moon's current orbit, older than the oceans. You are not just looking at stars. You are receiving messages from the past. And this is where relaxing science shifts into something even swifter. Something the mind loves when it's tired. Scale. Not overwhelming scale, but comforting scale. Vastness that dissolves whatever has been heavy in your chest today. You're drifting into a kind of cosmic quiet carried by Sleepy Science Narration, floating on the thought that your life with all its noise still fits gently inside a universe that has been unfolding for billions of years. Let's pause on a single photon. Just one. It leaves a star, a sphere of plasma fused by gravity and nuclear fire, and begins its journey through the star's outer layers, dodging electrons, bouncing off atoms, weaving its way outward. That single photon spends perhaps thousands of years just trying to escape the star's interior, trapped in a dense, radiant maze. When it finally reaches space, it travels unfathomable distance in perfect silence. No resistance, no sound, only motion. It does not accelerate. It does not slow down. It just is. It moves at the speed of light. A constant, a cosmic heartbeat that never needs to rest. And after ages upon ages wandering through the darkness, a darkness filled with dust clouds, nebulae drifting, hydrogen, memories of supernovas, the photon finally reaches Earth. It arrives effortlessly, brushing your eyes with a story that began long before you were born. That tiny moment is dreamy science in its purest form, the union of physics and comfort knowledge and calm. You blink, and the photon's journey ends. You might never consciously think of this when staring at the night sky, but your body feels it. Something in you responds to this deep timeline, this ancient connection. Something feels smaller in a good way, freer in a good way, as if the world's worries don't quite fit inside such a grand and gentle universe. Even neuroscience agrees. When people look at stars, truly look, their brain waves naturally shift into slower patterns associated with rest reverie and pre-sleep drifting. It's as if the mind senses safety in the stillness of celestial light. That is why stories like this stories, built on relaxing science, help so many fall asleep to science without effort. They give the brain a larger place to breathe. Imagine lying there a little longer. The grass beneath you, cool. The air soft. The earth turning with a slow grace you can almost feel. The stars above do not rush. They do not demand anything. They simply shine with the memory of their own existence. You inhale and the universe expands. You exhale, and everything grows quieter. Somewhere, thousands of light years away, a star releases new photons that will one day reach someone else. Maybe a child staring up in wonder. Maybe someone who feels small. Maybe someone who feels hopeful. Maybe someone like you. Tonight, the night continues. And maybe your mind travels this way too quietly, endlessly. When you open the door of this part, the sky is still there, waiting for you. The way an old friend waits on a quiet shoreline. Patient, unhurried, almost relieved to see you return. The night doesn't move quickly. It moves with intention, and that pace becomes yours. Each breath you take becomes slower, deeper, shaped by the subtle rhythm of Sleepy Science Narration. And as your body softens into this pace, the universe widens around you, like it wants to offer more room for whatever you're feeling. Let's follow a different path of light this time, not a single photon, but a river of them. Because the stars you see are not sending you solitary notes. They're sending entire symphonies across the dark. Every star in the sky emits billions upon billions of photons per second, each one carrying information. The star's temperature, its color, its distance, the elements it's made of, the magnetic fields on its surface. All of this science is real, measurable, and beautifully precise. Yet when wrapped inside this dreamy science atmosphere, it feels less like data and more like a living presence. Take a breath, feel it settle, and let's listen to that river. Astronomers classify stars by color: red, orange, yellow, white, blue. But to the sleepy mind, these colors shift into emotions. A red star becomes a warm ember. A blue star feels like a distant whisper. A yellow star, like our sun, feels like home. This is relaxing science, at its best accurate truth, becoming gentle sensation. You're not memorizing anything. You're absorbing it in the same way your skin absorbs warmth. These stars are not still. They pulse, rotate, convect, flare. The surface of a star is a restless sea of plasma, a place where heat is not carried by air or water, but by magnetic waves and rising currents of ionized gas. When you think about this in the calm of the night, it feels strangely comforting. Chaos becoming light turbulence, becoming illumination. The universe wastes nothing. Even the storm of a star becomes something soft by the time it reaches Earth. Your eyes glide slowly across the sky. One point of light catches your attention. faint, steady, unblinking. You don't know its name, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the quiet bond between observer and observed. Science calls this line of sight alignment. But here in this landscape of calm, it feels like recognition. In the vast archives of astronomy, that single star might have a catalog number, a spectral class, an age. Yet in this moment, it simply feels like a presence, one that's been watching over the Earth long before you arrived. And long after you've gone, it will continue sending its gentle glow to whoever looks up next. There's something soothing in that continuity, something deeply human. This is where the emotional presence layer of our Sleepy Science narration begins to do its work. You start to feel held not by answers, but by scale, by the awareness that the universe is immense, and you are safely small within it. You inhale, you exhale. The night deepens. Let's drift a bit further. Imagine the Milky Way as a slow-turning wheel of starlight. It contains hundreds of billions of stars, each one producing more photons than any human could ever count. And inside this galaxy are structures, spiral arms, dust, lanes, clusters that formed through gravity's patient choreography. Not sudden, not rushed, not chaotic, just slow unfolding across unimaginable stretches of time. That pace can cradle the nervous system. When your brain encounters thoughts of cosmic time, the small, sharp anxieties of daily life lose their edges. They dissolve into something softer. That's why relaxing science helps people fall asleep to science so naturally. Because cosmic scale gives your mind permission to release whatever it has been gripping. Let's step more deeply into one of those spiral arms. You're no longer looking up at stars. You're moving among them in thought. Not flying, drifting, not racing, floating. Imagine passing by a star that's just beginning its life. An infant star, a proto-star, wrapped inside a cradle of gas and dust. Astronomers detect these objects using infrared telescopes because their birth cocoons hide them from visible light. Yet even hidden, they glow with the quiet warmth of forming energy. And then imagine drifting past an older star, one nearing the end of its life, beginning to shed its outer layers. Slow waves of gas and light ripple outward, forming nebula shaped like petals, wings, spirals. Some nebula glow with colors that look unreal azure, magenta, gold, but they are real chemical signatures of ionized gases lit by ultraviolet radiation. Picture the horse head. Nebula, the pillars of creation, the Veil Nebula, not as photographs, but as breathing landscapes. Dreamy science reveals that these structures are not static. They evolve, drift, dissolve. Over thousands of years, their shapes change, just as clouds change across an afternoon sky. Maybe if you let your mind loosen just a little more, you can feel yourself wandering through this cosmic garden. Not lost, not searching, simply present. And as you drift, something inside you opens. Some subtle doorway between awareness and rest. You are not asleep yet, but you are much closer than before. Now the science becomes softer. The stars you see are arranged by perspective, not by pattern. Constellations aren't real groupings in space. They're illusions of alignment. Yet humans across cultures looked up and drew the same instinctive conclusion that meaning could be written in the sky, that the universe might be speaking. There is something deeply relaxing in that universality. Humans everywhere, for thousands of years, tilting their heads back and falling into the same silent wonder. That's the cultural familiarity layer of Sleepy Science Narration. The knowledge that you are part of a long lineage of stargazers who found comfort in the dark. Another breath, another quiet wave of calm, and the night expands again. If you listen carefully, very carefully, you might sense a strange truth. Stars don't flicker in space. They only flicker when seen from Earth because our atmosphere bends the incoming light. So that twinkling shimmer you see is not the star itself. It's the story of our own world, the signature of air, the trembling of heat and temperature. It means that every star you see is filtered through the planet you call home. You're not just observing light. You're observing Earth interacting with light. A gentle reminder that you belong to both worlds at once, the world beneath your feet and the world spread above your thoughts. Tonight, the night continues, and maybe your mind drifts this way, too gently, slowly, endlessly. The night opens again for you, smooth and seamless, as if no boundary divides one moment from the next. The sky has a way of holding continuity, not in chapters, not in labeled parts, but in one long breath stretched across the darkness. You return to that breath now, slow, unforced, a rhythm older than memory, older than the earth itself. Above you, the stars seem slightly closer than before. Not physically, but emotionally, as if your eyes have learned their language, the language of patient light. Each point in the sky feels like a quiet messenger carrying a story across vastness. This is the gentle gravity of Sleepy Science Narration. The more you relax, the more the universe leans in. Let's drift toward a particular kind of star tonight, one that used to burn bright, but now rests in a quieter state. A white dwarf. It is the collapsed core of a once luminous star, a remnant left after the outer layers drifted away into a planetary nebula. What remains is dense, small glowing, with the memory of nuclear fire. When you imagine it, it feels like the last ember of a long, burning log, something fragile but determined to keep shining. This is real science. White dwarfs no longer fuse hydrogen, yet they radiate heat for billions of years. But here, wrapped in the quiet of the night, that fact becomes something softer, an analogy for your own endurance, your own quiet glow after difficult days. Stars survive endings. They transform. They continue. So do you. Take a breath into that thought and let it settle. Now, let's turn to a different piece of ancient light, the kind that travels from variable stars, those that pulse gently as they expand and contract. Their brightness changes like a heartbeat. Astronomers use them as cosmic rulers to measure distance because their rhythm is predictable. But for you, lying under a sky that feels both vast and intimate, their pulse becomes something else, a reminder that even in stillness, the universe has a quiet, breathing motion of its own. And maybe your thoughts rise and fall in a similar pattern, a slow expansion of memory, a gentle contraction toward rest. This is dreamy science, the merging of cosmic processes with the internal tides of your mind. Let your eyes soften. Let your breath deepen. Let your thoughts drift like slow particles in warm air. Far across the galaxy, there are clusters of stars packed so tightly that a traveler drifting through would see thousands of suns lighting every direction. Globular clusters, spherical swarms of old stars bound by gravity. These stars are ancient, nearly as old as the universe itself formed when galaxies were young and restless. Imagine floating at the edge of one. Stars everywhere. No darkness. Just endless, gentle radiance. Not harsh, like daylight, soft, golden, serene. The kind of light that feels like a lullaby. You don't need to understand the equations behind their orbits to feel the peace they radiate. That's the beauty of relaxing. Science. It teaches without pressure, soothes without demanding attention, allows you to fall asleep to science without needing to memorize anything. Knowledge becomes atmosphere drifting around you like cool night wind. Bring your breathing into that atmosphere. In, slow and wide. Out, warm and unburdened. Now shift your awareness toward the interstellar medium, the space between stars. Most imagine it empty, but it is not. It is alive with dust, hydrogen, faint magnetic fields, traces of ancient explosions. Astronomers call it a cosmic ocean. And right now, as your mind floats deeper into calm, it feels exactly like that, a deep ocean made of nothing and everything. Through this ocean, starlight travels. Through this ocean, your thoughts drift. Through this ocean, the universe expands and cools slowly, endlessly. There is comfort in that slow expansion, a sense that nothing in the universe is rushing. Nothing is demanding instant resolution. It encourages your mind to adopt that same slowness, that same permission to drift without urgency, that same sleepy science narration rhythm that carries you deeper into rest. Your breath becomes quieter, your chest loosens, your mind begins to soften at the edges. Somewhere far away, a supernova remnant glows the aftermath of a star so massive its final breath echoed across space. What remains is a nebula shaped by shock waves, colored by elements forged in the star's core. Those elements drift outward, seeding new regions of space. Carbon, oxygen, iron, the building blocks of planets, the building blocks of life, the building blocks of you. Ancient stars died so you could exist. Ancient light traveled so you could see. Ancient time unfolded so you could breathe. This is not poetic exaggeration. It is scientific truth wrapped inside dreamy science. You are made of stellar material. Your breath carries the memory of stars. Your bones contain elements born in stellar furnaces. Your heartbeat echoes the expansion and contraction of variable stars. The night continues, and maybe your mind flows this way too softly, slowly, endlessly. The sky feels deeper now, not darker, deeper, as if an unseen layer has opened and invited you in. That's what happens when the mind begins to settle. Space itself seems to widen. You're not forcing anything. You're not trying to fall asleep to science. You're simply drifting in the quiet gravity of relaxing science, letting it guide you, the way ancient rivers guide drifting leaves. The stars above aren't distant anymore. They feel like slow, glowing companions. let's move toward a place where the universe becomes almost impossibly delicate. The birthplace of stars. A nebula. Not the dramatic photographs with bright colors. Those images are real, but enhanced so we can see them. Right now, imagine something softer. A cloud of gas and dust stretching across light years, lit from within by forming stars. If you were drifting inside it, you wouldn't see brilliant colors. You would see faint light filtering through swirling dust like sunlight through fog at dawn. Imagine that texture. Imagine that softness. That's where stars begin. Inside such a nebula, gravity gathers particles, grain by grain. Over millions of years, what begins as chaos becomes a warm center, a protostar. It rotates slowly, its mass growing, its temperature climbing. Eventually, hydrogen fuses into helium, and the star ignites. But to the sleepy mind, that ignition doesn't feel explosive. It feels like a kindling match touched gently to a lantern wick. A soft beginning rather than a violent birth. Let that image glow quietly in your thoughts. A lantern lighting in a fog, a small warmth becoming steady, a star learning to shine. This is the kind of dreamy science your mind can breathe with. Nothing fast, nothing sharp, only slow formation, slow warmth, slow expansion. These are the rhythms that coax your thoughts into rest, that turn the nervous system from alertness to drifting above you. Now, the real night sky glimmers with stars at every stage of life. Young blue stars, burning hot, old red giants swelling with age, dying white dwarfs, cooling slowly, and stars like our sun, calm, balanced, steady in their middle years. Each one emits light that travels toward you with perfect patience. And as your breathing slows, that patience becomes your own. In, widen your ribs gently. Out, release whatever you don't need tonight. Somewhere across the galaxy lies a binary star system. Two stars orbiting each other like dancers who have been practicing for billions of years. They move in a pattern so precise that astronomers can predict their positions far into the future. Picture them not spinning frantically, but gliding around each other in slow, graceful arcs. The kind of movement that feels like floating. Binary stars are common, more common than solitary stars like our sun. Yet, to someone lying under the sky in quiet wonder, that fact doesn't feel technical. It feels like a secret, a reminder that the universe prefers companionship. Even stars move in pairs. Even stars have someone to orbit with. Your breath follows that orbit now. Circular, predictable, comforting. You're floating deeper into a kind of cosmic quiet, the quiet that emerges when the mind lets go of counting time and begins to sense only rhythm. This is why people fall asleep to science so easily when the science is told gently. It provides structure without pressure, wonder without effort, facts without tension. It whispers instead of explains. And so the story continues, carried on the current of your own breath. Imagine drifting further outward toward the edge of our Milky Way. Out here, the stars grow sparse. Darkness dominates, but it is not empty darkness. It is the kind that feels like a soft velvet curtain, a place where the noise of everyday life dissolves. Out here, you can sense the shape of our galaxy, a wide spiral with long arms that stretch like slow waves, frozen in time. If you could look down at the Milky Way from above, you would see a luminous whirlpool turning so slowly that a full rotation takes more than 200 million years. That means the sun has completed only about a quarter of a rotation since the dinosaurs roamed Earth. The thought is enormous, yet in this quiet space, it feels strangely gentle, a soft weight that helps your thoughts sink deeper. As you drift, you notice something faint, a thin halo of scattered stars and ancient clusters surrounding the galaxy. These are relics from the early universe survivors of gravitational tides, witnesses of cosmic evolution. They are nearly as old as time itself. Let your breath match that age. Long inhale as if gathering starlight. Soft exhale as if releasing centuries. Far beyond the halo, past the boundaries of our galaxy, lie other galaxies. Millions, billions of them. Some spiral like ours. Some form smooth ellipses. Some appear as glowing smudges shaped by collisions and cosmic winds. They're not rushing. They drift apart slowly, carried by the expansion of space. And maybe you feel a small shift inside your chest when you think about that expansion. Not fear. Something closer to surrender. A recognition that everything is moving outward in its own time, and you can allow your thoughts to move outward too. Take another breath, a little slower than the one before. Now imagine a moment, billions of years from now, long after your lifetime, long after humanity has evolved, long after Earth has changed. The starlight reaching this place will be different. New stars will bloom. Old stars will fade. Galaxies will drift. And yet the universe will still offer the same patient silence to to whoever looks up at the sky. That is the continuity that soothes your mind tonight. That is the soft symmetry between ancient light and present breath. That is the heart of relaxing science. The science that doesn't push, but invites the science you don't memorize, but melt into. Your thoughts soften further. Your breathing slows again. The night continues, and maybe your mind moves this way too quietly, deeply, endlessly. The sky feels as if it has settled into its true shape. Now, with steady and slow. Not an object above you, but an environment around you. When you breathe in, the stars seem to shimmer a little closer. When you breathe out, they drift a little farther away, like a gentle tide written in light. This is the point in the night when the world grows quiet enough for ancient light to feel personal. Every shimmer feels like a memory brushing the edge of your awareness. Let your breath fall into that rhythm. Soft in, gentle out, effortlessly. Somewhere in the distance, a stream of starlight passes through a thin cloud of interstellar dust. That dust is made of carbon, silica ice, tiny fragments of ancient explosions. When light hits these particles, it scatters, changing color, bending slightly, softening edges. This is why some stars look redder when they lie behind cosmic dust. It isn't the star growing old. It's the universe whispering through a veil. You can imagine that veil now, not as a scientific diagram, but as a soft curtain moving in a slow, breath-like sway. The universe breathes in vast, measured motions, and as strange as it sounds, your nervous system responds to that cosmic pacing. This is one of the reasons relaxing science works so well. The images are huge, but the sensations are small. They draw your mind outward while pulling your breath inward. Now drift your thoughts towards something even quieter, the oldest light in existence. Light that began its journey not from a star, but from the dawn of the universe itself. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background, but to the sleepy mind, it feels more like a warm afterglow left behind by creation. A faint, gentle radiation that has been expanding and cooling for nearly 14 billion years. Imagine lying in the grass beneath this ancient glow. It's everywhere, in all directions, like the softest blanket of warmth stretched across space. Even though you can't see it with your eyes, your imagination can wrap around it easily. And in that quiet imagining, your breath deepens without effort. In, a little slower. Out, a little quieter. The universe cools with you. The night softens with you. Let's drift closer to home now, but only slightly. Imagine traveling outward from Earth, rising through the atmosphere until the air thins, until the sky shifts from navy to black, until the stars grow sharp and steady. Out here above the blur of the atmosphere, each star shines with a clarity that feels almost unreal. You're floating weightless above the turning Earth. Below you, continents sleep under clouds. City lights flicker like clusters of tiny stars. Oceans gleam faintly. The planet rotates with a slow grace, a motion so patient your mind instinctively mirrors it. This is the quiet pacing of Sleepy Science Narration. Vastness presented gently enough for your thoughts to rest inside it. You drift a little farther. The moon comes into view, pale, steady, familiar. You see the scars on its surface, the craters formed by ancient impacts, the plains of cooled basalt. These features don't feel violent now. They feel like memories etched into stone. The moon has always been a companion to Earth, always turning the same face toward us, always steady. Its gravitational pull shapes our tides, guides our nights, influences our sleep cycles. And now, in this quiet sky, it influences your breathing too. In, rise like a tide. Out, recede like a whisper. Beyond the moon lies a space that feels different, not empty, but spacious. The region where sunlight turns faint, where the planets orbit in their long, slow paths. Each planet moves at its own tempo. Mercury races, Jupiter drifts, Neptune glides. Their orbits are cosmic breaths, repeating patterns that have stabilized the solar system for billions of years. Imagine those orbits now as glowing loops, slow and silent, each one a path traced through darkness. You are not following them quickly. You are simply observing, as if watching a mobile turning gently above a child's bed. Light from the sun takes just over 8 minutes to reach Earth. But light from Neptune takes more than 4 hours, and light from distant stars, thousands of years, millions, sometimes billions. Yet here you are, absorbing all of it in a single quiet moment. This is the strange magic of dreamy science, the way your present breath intersects with ancient time. Now drift farther still, past the planets, past the boundary where the sun's magnetic bubble ends, past the region where interstellar space begins. Out here, the stars feel sharper, like diamonds on black cloth. Each one is a world unto itself, with planets, moons, dust belts, and stories unfolding in silence. Imagine approaching a red giant star, swollen, warm, glowing like a deep ember. It pulses, expanding and contracting with a rhythm your mind instinctively mirrors. Red giants are dying stars, but their death is gentle in this image. They shed their outer layers like breath, creating nebulae with shapes so delicate they resemble wings petals or faint ripples in water. You drift past one such nebula, thin as silk, glowing with faint blues and violets. Its patterns remind you of smoke rising slowly from incense. The thought feels ancient, ritualistic calming. It ties human memory to cosmic evolution in a way that feels effortless. Then you drift onward toward stars that flicker slightly, not because of Earth's atmosphere, but because they are variable stars breathing in long, slow patterns. Their pulses slow your own heart rate. Their light calms the deeper parts of your mind. You are floating now in a place where light is not just brightness, it is motion, memory, temperature, time. And as you breathe, you realize something gentle and profound. You are not observing the universe. You are participating in it. Your atoms were forged in stars. Your breath is recycled starlight. Your heartbeat echoes cosmic cycles. The night continues, and maybe your mind sails this way too slowly, peacefully, endlessly. Space grows even quieter around you. Not because it has changed, but because you have. Your breath has settled into a slower rhythm. Your thoughts have softened at the edges, and the vastness no longer feels vast. It feels natural, like a gentle extension of your own inner landscape. The stars aren't far away. They're woven into the same quiet fabric you're breathing in and out of. This is the moment when relaxing science becomes not just soothing, but immersive. You're no longer learning about the cosmos, you're drifting through it. Let your body loosen just a little more. Let your breath lengthen. Let your awareness spread out into the night, like cool light spreading over calm water. Now imagine drifting near a star cluster. Hundreds of stars born from the same cloud shining together like a small city of light suspended in darkness. Clusters like these are families in a cosmic sense, stars formed at the same time, sharing similar compositions. But over millions of years, gravity pulls them apart, scattering siblings across the galaxy. Look at them from a distance now. Bright points of light, slow motion sparks drifting away from one another. Not sad, just inevitable, natural serene. This quiet drifting mirrors a truth inside you. Not everything stays close forever. But distance doesn't erase connection. The stars remain related even when separated by light years. And some part of you, as you listen to this Sleepy Science narration, can feel the comfort in that thought that what matters isn't always proximity, but origin. Let that sink in as you breathe slowly. Now, turn your attention to something rare and exquisite. A star that has just gone supernova. Not the violent explosion you see in movies. Not the roaring burst of light. Imagine instead the moment after the blast, a fading glow expanding outward, gentle pale, like the last breath of a candle spreading across a dark room. The shock waves slow. The nebula grows. Patterns form. The star does not disappear. It becomes something else. It becomes raw material for new stars, new planets, new life. You're floating near the remnants, now watching delicate threads of gas stretch like wisps of fabric. Blues, reds, silvers. Colors so subtle, they feel like moods. This is the true dreaming quality of cosmic science transformation, as beauty endings, as beginnings, complexity as softness. And as you watch those threads drift, you feel your own thoughts unspooling the same way, slowly, quietly, without resistance. Take a breath. Feel your ribs widen. Let the exhale dissolve. Tension now shift toward a darker region of space. A molecular cloud so dense with dust that starlight cannot pass through it. To the eye, it appears as a silhouette against the stars, a hole in the sky. But it's not empty. It's full of future suns, future planets, future stories, waiting to ignite. Imagine floating at the boundary of this darkness, a curtain drawn across the universe, silent, soft, waiting. Your mind responds to that waiting. Something inside you goes still quiet. This is the effect of deep darkness. It signals safety to the nervous system. When paired with gentle imagery, you're not staring into emptiness. You're staring into potential. Let your breath fall into a slower cycle. Inhale, as if drifting closer to the cloud. Exhale, as if sinking gently into its quiet fabric. Now imagine moving just beyond the dark cloud into an open region dotted with faint blue stars. These stars are young and hot, burning fast, sending ultraviolet light sweeping across the darkness. That light shapes the edges of the cloud, carving patterns like erosion on a cliff face. Everything in space transforms slowly, but continuously. As you drift through this region, You notice tiny grains of dust, illuminated by scattered light. Each grain is smaller than smoke, drifting in a silence so complete that your mind instinctively loosens its grip on thought. This is the essence of dreamy science. Massive events described in a way that feels effortless, floating, hypnotic. Now, let your awareness return to the idea of ancient light, the central thread of this journey. Light from stars, thousands of years gone, still reaches you tonight. Light from stars, being born right now, won't arrive until long after your lifetime. Light from the early universe itself still echoes faintly in every direction. You are surrounded by time in all its forms, and yet you only need to exist in this moment. Breathe into that truth. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Now drift towards something even more mysterious. Dark matter. You can't see it. You can't touch it. But it shapes galaxies, including your own. Without it, the Milky Way would fly apart. Imagine it, not as a force, but as a gentle pressure holding everything together, like the calm presence of someone sitting silently beside you. Unseen, but reassuring. Dark matter wraps around galaxies like a soft halo. Not tight, not confining, supportive. And right now, in this quiet moment, the idea of being held even by something invisible feels deeply comforting. Let your breath fall into that sensation of support. Held on the exhale, expanded on the inhale. Now drift back toward the familiar glow of the Milky Way's spiral arms. They look soft from here, like vast brushstrokes across velvet. Each arm contains stars billions of years old. Some clusters have faded. Others sparkle brightly. The arms rotate slowly, completing a turn only every couple 100 million years. Nothing rushes. Nothing demands. Even the galaxy moves at a pace meant for rest. In this cosmic slowness, your breath naturally deepens. Your thoughts settle, and your mind prepares for even quieter states. You can almost feel yourself floating between the spiral arms, weightless, guided only by calm and curiosity. The night continues, and maybe your mind glides this way too slowly, peacefully, endlessly. The universe feels softer now, as if the silence between stars has thickened into something you can rest inside. You're drifting through that silence without effort, carried by your own slowing breath. Nothing pulls at you. Nothing asks anything of you. You are simply present in this vast, gentle expanse of relaxing science, floating through a world where knowledge feels like comfort, and ancient light feels like a warm hand on your thoughts. Let yourself sink a little deeper. Inhale softly. Exhale even softer. Ahead of you appears a gentle river of stars, the Milky Way seen from within. It stretches like a luminous bridge across darkness. Each point of light, a different world, a different time. When astronomers study it, they analyze chemical fingerprints, orbital paths, metallicity gradients. But you, in this quiet space, feel only its presence, a soft arc of memory extending across the sky. Imagine drifting near one of those stars. Now a calm, middle-aged star, similar to our sun. Its surface roils with convection currents. But from space, the turbulence feels like a slow swirl of golden mist. You're floating close enough to sense its warmth without feeling heat. Its light washes over you, not harsh or blinding, but gentle and ambient, like afternoon sunlight filtered through leaves. Stars like this are stable, balanced between gravity pulling inward and fusion pushing outward. This balance, this cosmic equilibrium, resonates with something deep in your nervous system. A reminder that stability is not stillness. It is a quiet, steady rhythm. And your breath matches that rhythm now, without you having to try. In, warm like starlight. Out, soft like cosmic dust. Farther away, you notice a faint blue-white glow. It is a neutron star, what remains when a massive star collapses in on itself. Neutron stars are unimaginably dense, spinning fast, emitting beams of radiation like cosmic lighthouses. But right now, you're imagining it not as a violent remnant, but as a small glowing pearl in the dark, a bead of memory, a reminder that even after collapse, something beautiful remains. This is dreamy science. Truth softened into imagery, reality translated into calm. You drift past the neutron star, letting its faint hum fade behind you. Ahead, space opens into a dark, quiet expanse. You sense gravity from a distant source, not violent, not dangerous, just present. A black hole, but not the frightening kind, not the dramatic, swirling movie version kind. Imagine instead a perfectly silent sphere of shadow, floating like a calm lake in space. Nothing chaotic, nothing roaring, just a boundary where light stops traveling forward. Around it, the stars curve slightly, their paths bent by gravity. That curvature isn't threatening. It feels like the universe shaping itself with gentle hands. You drift past without fear. Everything is slow. Everything is quiet. Your breath follows the silence. In, out, far ahead, the blackness begins to shimmer. A faint glow, maybe blue, maybe gold, ripples across the edge of space. This glow comes from a star-forming region, illuminated by massive young stars. These stars burn hot and bright, sending winds across the nebula. But in this quiet inner world, you're drifting through the winds, feel gentle, like warm breezes moving through tall grass at twilight. The nebula spreads out before you. Now a vast, soft field of dust and light. Its shapes resemble clouds, mountains, feathered wings, or slow-moving waves. Your mind chooses whatever shape feels natural to it. That's the beauty of cosmic imagery. It gives your imagination permission to rest. Let your breathing grow slower. Still. Inhale. Exhale. The colors, though faint, are real. Hydrogen glowing soft red. Oxygen shimmering pale blue. Sulfur giving off a quiet golden hue. These colors come from atoms excited by ultraviolet light. It's science, pure physics. But right now, it feels like the universe painting itself in calming strokes. You drift through a narrow corridor in the nebula, a tunnel carved by stellar winds. Dust walls rise around you like cliffs of smoke. Threads of light weave through them. Time loses shape here. Space becomes texture rather than distance, and your thoughts begin to mimic that texture. Soft, unhurried, shifting gently. You move on, guided only by curiosity. No urgency, no direction needed. The nebula fades behind you, and a wide open region reveals a cluster of stars so young they still carry the warmth of their birth clouds. Their combined light forms a soft haze like morning fog illuminated from within. Imagine drifting through that fog, warm, faintly glowing, absolutely silent. Sometimes listeners ask why relaxing science helps them fall asleep when ordinary explanations do not. But here, in this quiet drift, the answer is clear. It gives the mind something vast enough to dissolve its tightness, yet gentle enough to invite rest. It lets the brain float without needing to solve anything. Your breath slows even more now. In, out. You continue drifting until the cluster fades into memory. Behind it, the galaxy stretches again in all directions. Millions of stars, billions, some bright, some faint, some near, some impossibly far. Light from each is a message traveling through time. And tonight, you are the one receiving those messages. The night continues, and maybe your mind drifts this way too quietly, calmly, endlessly. The darkness around you feels warmer now, not because the temperature has changed, but because your awareness has settled. The universe is no longer a spectacle. It is a companion, a presence, a vast, gentle room you are floating through with the slow ease of someone who has finally exhaled after a long day. This is the deeper stage of relaxing science, where the mind stops seeking explanation and begins to bathe in sensation instead. Let your breath soften again. Inhale, like gathering a small constellation. Exhale, like releasing it into silence. Ahead of you, a faint shimmer grows not bright, not sharp, but soft, like moonlight diffused through mist. As you drift closer, you recognize it as a star nursery, a region where gravity has begun gently nudging gas and dust into new forms. These nurseries are nothing like human birthplaces. They stretch across dozens of light years. They evolve over millions of years, yet they radiate the same quiet promise that new light is always forming. Imagine floating among these delicate threads of gas. Soft blues, faint reds, thin glowing wisps that move slower than any wind you've ever felt. The silence here is profound. Even your thoughts seem to whisper. The science behind these formations, ionization, radiation, pressure, molecular composition, floats quietly in the background, asking nothing from you. All that matters is the softness, the calm, the sense of drifting through the earliest shadows of future stars. Let that imagery relax your shoulders and loosen your chest as your breath continues slowing on its own. Now the nursery thins and you drift into an open pocket of space where only a few stars shine, each one separated by enormous distances. Yet they don't feel lonely. They feel patient, whole. Their light travels outward in every direction, knowing some of it will never touch anything, and still they shine. There is something healing in that thought, something deeply human. To shine without needing to be seen, to exist without needing permission. This is where Sleepy Science Narration becomes a mirror. The universe teaches simply by being itself, and your breath instinctively matches its pace. In, slow and steady. Out, slower still. Ahead appears a faint glow with a hazy outline, a planetary nebula. But don't imagine the dramatic colors from astrophotography. Imagine something gentler, a soft ring of gas expanding outward from an aging star, delicate as smoke, drifting from a candle after it has been blown out. That dying star, the white dwarf at its center, glows like a pearl, small and bright. The gas around it shimmers faintly, still warm from the star's final breaths. This too is transformation. This too is continuity. Endings in space are never abrupt. They are slow dissolves, gentle fades. And your mind, hearing this, begins to practice the same dissolving. Imagine the nebula thinning, stretching, fading into the surrounding dark. Nothing is lost. Everything changes shape. Let your breath follow that same dissolution. Inhale, exhale into softness. You drift away, leaving the nebula behind, and enter a region where stars flicker with slightly irregular rhythms. These are RR Lyrae variables, ancient stars that pulse with a steady cycle astronomers use to measure distance across the galaxy. Their brightness rises and falls like a heartbeat, slow, predictable, soothing. As you drift among them, your own breath follows their rhythm without effort. It's the rhythm of calm, the rhythm of letting go, the rhythm of a universe that never rushes. Now, a subtle shift in the darkness reveals something rare. A star with an orbiting exoplanet passing in front of it. In the distance, the star dims slightly, then brightens again. This is how astronomers discover planets. Small shadows moving across ancient light. Even here, drifting in cosmic silence, that shadow feels gentle, like a fingertip brushing across a candle flame without extinguishing it. Imagine that distant world now, not with harsh details, but with softness. Perhaps it has clouds the color of pale silver. Perhaps it has oceans. Perhaps it has quiet winds that move like breath across its surface. It doesn't matter whether life exists there. What matters is the feeling of possibility that the universe is full of worlds resting under their own skies. Let that possibility widen your breath and ease your thoughts as you drift onward. Ahead, the stars begin to thicken again. You've reached the inner arms of the Milky Way, dense, bright, shimmering, like dust caught in a sunbeam. Each star contributes a faint thread of light to a tapestry that spans thousands of light years. And you, small and slow-moving, drift through it, like a calm thought, moving through a dreaming mind. This is the heart of dreamy science. Vast structures seen through soft imagery. Grand processes experienced through calm sensation. Massive scales that dissolve tension instead of creating it. Let your breathing settle deeper into your belly. In, out. Now imagine drifting upward, metaphorically, not physically, gaining a higher vantage point. Below you, the Milky Way becomes visible as a pale river of light, its spiral arms curving outward in graceful arcs. The central bulge glows softly. Dust lanes weave dark patterns through the brightness. Everything rotates at a pace so slow it feels eternal. Nothing in the galaxy moves with urgency. Nothing pushes. Nothing pulls in a way that feels rushed. Every motion is patient, ancient, inevitable. Your mind mirrors that patience now. Your thoughts loosen like threads. Your breath becomes the slow orbit of a small moon around a quiet planet. You drift until the galaxy fades slightly into the surrounding dark, and a new stillness takes shape, the stillness of intergalactic space. Here, even the faint glow of starlight feels far away. The silence deepens beyond sound, beyond thought. It becomes a place where your nervous system sinks to its quietest state. The night continues, and maybe your mind moves this way too softly, weightlessly, endlessly. The silence around you has become so deep that it no longer feels like absence. It feels like a presence of its own. A soft, velvety quiet that wraps itself around your thoughts, smoothing the edges, dimming the noise, guiding you inward, even as the cosmos stretches outward in every direction. This is the kind of quiet the universe knows best. And now gently you're learning it too. Your breath falls into that cosmic quiet. In, a soft tide rising. Out, a slow tide receding. You are drifting in intergalactic space. Now, a place where the distances between galaxies stretch for millions of light years. That number sounds huge when you're awake, but here, floating in the softness of Sleepy Science Narration, it feels peaceful, like looking across a calm sea whose far shore is hidden in gentle fog. Ahead of you, faintly, a smudge of light appears. At first, it looks like a single glow, but as you drift closer, it resolves into a spiral galaxy, delicate, symmetrical, luminous. It resembles your own Milky Way, but with slightly different curves, slightly different concentrations of stars, slightly different dust lanes threading through its arms. No two galaxies are identical, yet all share the same quiet logic of rotation. Imagine approaching that galaxy, not fast, not with force, just drifting like a leaf on a breeze too soft to feel. As you near the spiral arms, you see individual stars glimmering like small lanterns hung across an enormous dark hall. Some are blue and young. Some are golden and stable. Some are red and aging. Together, they form a loose, shimmering river, flowing not with water, but with time. Let your breath follow that flow. In, luminous and light. Out, steady and slow. The galaxy tilts slightly, giving you a view of its central bulge, a warm, glowing core where stars crowd together. The density here is higher, the light richer. Yet even surrounded by so many suns, the quiet remains absolute. Light travels silently. Motion unfolds without sound. Everything moves with a softness that invites rest. Now imagine drifting over the top of the galaxy, watching its spiral structure turn beneath you. It rotates so slowly that nothing about it feels rushed or chaotic. Billions of suns, billions of worlds, all following smooth paths shaped by invisible forces. Gravity isn't harsh. It's patient. It guides with subtlety, not control. Your mind responds to that patience. Your breath deepens. Your chest loosens. Your thoughts begin to unspool gently, like threads letting go. Far from the galaxy's center, you notice faint arcs and stretches of pale light tidal streams left from dwarf galaxies that once drifted too close. These streams aren't violent scars. They are soft trails, remnants of celestial dances that unfolded over millions of years. Everything in the universe is shaped by encounters, even gentle ones. Let that truth settle inside you. Not everything that shapes you needs to be intense. Some changes happen softly. Some transformations unfold quietly. Some growth occurs in silence. Now drift farther out beyond the spiral arms into the galaxy's halo, a vast, nearly invisible sphere of old stars and dark matter. The stars here are ancient, some nearly as old as the universe itself. Their light is faint, almost like whispers. But whispers can be comforting, especially ancient ones. Imagine one small, dim star, glowing like a tiny ember in the dark. It has existed for billions of years. It has witnessed cosmic collisions, births of galaxies, the formation of new stars. And tonight, its faint light reaches you, not loudly, not dramatically, but with steady patience. This is the heart of relaxing science. Light that traveled across time just to arrive currently at this moment. Light that doesn't rush. Light that doesn't demand. Light that simply arrives and rests. Let your breath mirror that arrival. In, soft. Out, softer. Now shift your awareness back toward the center of the intergalactic void. A new glow emerges, larger, brighter, more diffuse. A galaxy cluster. Hundreds of galaxies gathered in one region of space, glowing together like a city seen from above at night. Each galaxy spins at its own pace, shaped by its own history, yet held gently in the cluster by gravity that stretches across millions of light years. Imagine drifting between these galaxies, passing a spiral here, an elliptical there, a faint, irregular shape shimmering like a scattered thought. You feel tiny in scale, but held in sensation. Small in size, but vast in awareness. The emptiness between galaxies isn't frightening. It's soothing. It invites you to let go of the things your mind clings to. Out here, everything is spaced perfectly for calm. Nothing crowds, nothing presses. Everything breathes as you continue. Floating, a soft glow gathers in the corner of your awareness. A supercluster, a continent of galaxies bound together in an enormous cosmic web. The structure is too vast to grasp, yet in this dreamy science state, its enormity brings a strange comfort. When everything is so large, so slow, so ancient, your own worries shrink into manageable shapes. Your mind senses scale, and scale becomes a release. Let that release guide your next breath. In, out. Now imagine turning, drifting, rotating slowly, as if on a gentle current. In the distance behind you, the Milky Way glows faintly, a small shimmer in a universe full of shimmering places. You see it not as your home galaxy, but simply as one among many, a quiet participant in an unfolding universe. Yet something about that distant glow feels personal. Not ownership, belonging, not importance, connectedness. The universe is vast, but not indifferent. Its light remembers everything it has passed, and tonight you are part of what it remembers. The night continues, and maybe your mind drifts this way too slowly, weightlessly, endlessly. The quiet of the universe has reached a depth where it no longer feels like something outside you. It feels like something within you, a mirror of your own slowing nervous system. The further you drift into this gentle darkness, the more the boundaries between breath and starlight begin to blur. Thought becomes softer. awareness becomes wider. You're not trying to fall asleep to science. You're simply letting science cradle you, the way ancient light cradles every corner of the cosmos. Take a slow inhale, like drawing in cool starlight, and exhale, like releasing a long-forgotten tension from your chest. In this moment, you float in a region of space shaped by the cosmic web, the vast interconnected structure of the universe. Galaxies are not scattered randomly. They gather along filaments, forming patterns that resemble neural pathways, river networks, veins beneath skin. The universe grows the way living things grow, branching, clustering, weaving connections. Look at one of those filaments now stretching across millions of light years. A luminous thread, a cosmic nerve, a quiet bridge between distant galaxies. It resembles the structure of your own brain. And that resemblance is not a poetic trick. It's real. Two vastly different scales. Two completely different materials. Yet the same underlying pattern emerges. Complexity, seeking balance. Networks forming meaning. Light traveling through pathways. Relax into that connection as your breath deepens. In, slow, and curious. Out, slow, and peaceful. At one intersection of the cosmic web, an enormous void stretches like a dark lake between filaments. These voids are not empty. They contain a faint whisper of matter, a breath of hydrogen atoms scattered thinly across unimaginable distances. But compared to the bright clusters, they feel like spacious, quiet zones, resting places, soft rooms between luminous structures. Imagine drifting into one of those cosmic voids now. Weightless, effortless, suspended in a darkness that feels like velvet, pressed gently against your skin. Your thoughts unwind here. Memories loosen. Nothing pulls. Nothing crowds. Nothing demands. The void is a sanctuary. After a long, slow drift, a glow shimmers at the edge of the darkness, a solitary galaxy. It floats alone, far from the busy clusters, like a lighthouse on an empty sea. Some galaxies form in isolation, shaped by ancient collisions or gentle separations. They are quiet, self-contained, steady. Imagine approaching that isolated galaxy. Its spiral arms turn like soft ribbons. Its central bulge glows like a calm ember. Its stars shimmer in the silence, each one a quiet thought suspended in time. Let your breath match that slow rotation. In, turning softly. Out, drifting freely. As you pass through the galaxy's outskirts, you encounter a rogue planet, a world with no star. It wanders through space without orbit, without sunrises, without seasons. And yet, it isn't dead. Its core may still retain heat. It may have an atmosphere, clouds, perhaps even oceans hidden beneath layers of ice. Imagine the serenity of such a world. A planet wrapped in endless night. A world where time is measured only by internal warmth. A place where stillness is constant and complete. A place that feels strangely familiar to your resting mind. Now drift farther inward toward the star-filled regions. Among the stars of this lonely galaxy, you notice a brilliant point, flashing rhythmically, a pulsar. It spins with incredible speed, sending beams of radiation across space like the rotating light of a faraway lighthouse. But here, those beams feel slow, almost hypnotic. Their rhythm is consistent, stable, soothing. In the distance, another glow forms two galaxies, gently approaching one another. But don't imagine chaos. Don't imagine violence. Imagine something more like two slow rivers meeting their currents, blending over millions of years. At this scale, collisions are ballets, slow, graceful, patient. Stars rarely collide. They simply pass through, rearranging the shapes of their galaxies in slow, sweeping arcs. Picture the arms of the galaxies stretching like long, glowing fingers, touching, merging, creating new patterns of light. As your mind drifts through this slow dance, your breath becomes calmer, still, expanding gently, out, dissolving quietly. You drift closer to the merging galaxies and feel the serenity of their motion. Dust lanes curl like smoke. Star clusters stretch like glowing threads. Enormous arcs of gas ripple gently outward. The entire process unfolds at a pace far slower than a human lifetime, slower even than human imagination usually allows. But tonight, your mind can follow it. Tonight, your breath matches the scale of galaxies. Let the slow movement lull you deeper. Let the scale soften your thoughts. Let the glow settle into your awareness. The galaxies drift apart again. After the merger, reforming themselves into new shapes. Perhaps an elliptical mass. Perhaps a faint spiral reborn from the remnants. Whatever they become it, slowly, peacefully, inevitably. Now imagine turning away from them, floating upward into a vantage point so high that the entire cosmic web becomes visible beneath you. Glowing filaments stretching like illuminated roots across an enormous field of darkness. It is beautiful. It is ancient. It is endless. And it is quiet, a quiet that your breath enters now. In deeply, out, even deeper. You feel suspended between galaxies, between breaths, between thoughts, floating, drifting, resting. The night continues, and maybe your mind slowly expands this way, too softly, weightlessly, endlessly. The universe around you feels as though it has reached a perfect stillness. Not the stillness of emptiness, but the stillness of something vast that has settled completely, like a lake after the last ripple fades. You're drifting in that stillness now, weightless in a space that no longer feels external. It feels like an extension of your mind, a quiet inner horizon where ancient light and breath become the same gentle rhythm. Take a slow inhale and an even slower exhale as the quiet folds around you. You've traveled far from star nurseries to galactic arms, from nebulae to the cosmic web. Every step of this dreamy science journey has carried you deeper into calm, and now you find yourself crossing into a place where science meets serenity, where the universe stops being something you observe and becomes something you feel. Ahead of you lies a soft golden glow, not bright, not sharp, just warm, like candlelight seen through closed eyelids. As you drift nearer, it reveals itself as the combined radiance of thousands of ancient stars gathered in a globular cluster. These clusters orbit galaxies like small luminous memories, holding some of the oldest stars in the universe. Imagine floating toward the cluster, stars packed together like glowing seeds, each one ancient, each one steady, each one carrying light that began its journey before Earth existed. Let your breath become as steady as those stars. In, out, you move closer, slipping into the outer halo of the cluster. Light surrounds you, but it is soft, diffuse, like warm mist. The density of stars is higher here than anywhere you've drifted before. Some appear almost side by side. But even in this closeness, there is no chaos, only harmony, slow collective motion, mutual gravity, shared age, shared presence. This is what stellar family feels like. This is what cosmic togetherness feels like. Ancient light moving as one. You drift deeper into the cluster, and something inside you relaxes further. Your shoulders release. Your chest softens. Your breath finds an even slower rhythm. These stars have survived supernovas, galaxy mergers, cosmic storms. They have endured the entire history of the universe just by shining. Their endurance is not loud, it is quiet, persistent, patient. And somehow, that patience reaches you now, comforting the deeper layers of your mind. Let that comfort soften you. With each breath, with each moment, as you drift through the cluster, you notice the subtle colors of the stars. Warm, golden giants, cool red dwarfs, faint blue-white points shimmering like small echoes. Colors not meant to stimulate, but to soothe. Beyond the cluster, space opens again, wide and dark, but not empty. The darkness glows very faintly, a thin veil of light spread across all of space. This is the extragalactic background light, composed of photons emitted by every star that has ever existed. A cosmic memory, a gentle glow woven from the life stories of billions of suns. You are floating in the soft afterglow of the entire universe. Let that thought settle. Let it widen your breath. Let it calm your heart. Now drift slightly downward, metaphorically, until the cosmic web appears beneath you. Once more, its glowing filaments stretching across a vast canvas. The view feels different now, quieter, softer. It's as if the universe has dimmed the lights, readying itself and you for rest. As you drift along one luminous filament, you notice faint ripples, gravitational waves passing silently through space. These waves come from distant collisions, black holes merging, neutron stars spiraling together. But don't imagine violence. Imagine instead two cosmic bells ringing quietly, sending soft ripples across the universe. The ripples pass through you gently like a slow pulse. Your mind follows the pulse. Your breath follows your mind. In, out. You drift onward until a faint glowing mist begins to gather around you. It's not gas. It's not dust. It's the combined light of distant galaxies blurred together by distance. This diffuse glow is called the cosmic light horizon, the farthest edge of the observable universe. Imagine drifting toward that horizon, not to reach it, just to feel its presence. A soft boundary, a quiet edge, a gentle limit drawn by time itself. This light began traveling billions of years ago. Some of it started when the first galaxies formed. Some of it began when stars were newborn. All of it has been moving through silence longer than life has existed on Earth. And yet, here it is now reaching you in this moment of stillness. You breathe with that light, slow, calm, ancient. Now imagine turning around very slowly, letting your gaze sweep across everything you've drifted through. Nebulae, clusters, galaxies, voids, filaments, stars, light older than memory, light younger than breath, a universe that taught you calm by simply existing. Your awareness expands and softens and settles like dust on still water. The journey has become more than a story. It has become a rhythm inside you, a slow cosmic heartbeat, a peaceful inner orbit. You drift into the deepest calm yet. Thoughts fade to silhouettes. Breathing becomes automatic, effortless. Awareness floats like a thin feather in warm air. The night continues, and maybe your mind rests this way too gently, quietly, endlessly. The universe has carried you so far, so gently, that by the time you arrive here at the final drift, the final breath, the final soft landing, it feels as though the stars themselves have been preparing a place for you to rest. There is no hurry, no boundary, no beginning or end. Only a slow diminishing of distance, a gradual easing of thought, a quiet fading into warmth. Take a deep, slow inhale and let a long, restful exhale fall away. This last stretch of the journey isn't about new sights or new facts. It's about settling into the feeling that the universe has been whispering to you all along. You are safe. You are small in a comforting way. You are made of ancient light, and ancient light remembers you. Out here, at the quiet edge of the cosmic web, the stars thin into soft pinpoints. The filaments fade into faint threads, as if the universe itself is dimming its lights to guide you gently into rest. Even the galaxies appear slower, their rotation almost dreamlike, like lanterns drifting on long, invisible currents. You float in this soft dimness, the silence sinking deep into your mind. Not empty silence, the tender kind. Silence that holds you. Silence that listens. Silence that knows. Your breath moves through you, like the universe expanding. Your exhale drifts out, like the universe cooling. Your pulse slows into the same rhythm as ancient starlight arriving after 1 billion years of travel. In this stillness, imagine a single star, faint, soft, steady, hovering in the distance. Not a bright star, not an exceptional star, just a quiet one, the kind you normally overlook. But tonight, that star feels personal, close, familiar. Imagine drifting toward it at an unhurried pace, guided by nothing but comfort. The light from the star is warm, the same temperature as a candle burning in a small room. You let it wash over your awareness, not bright enough to wake you, just warm enough to loosen every last strand of tension in your body. Feel that warmth settle into your chest, your arms, your jaw, your stomach, your hands, your breath. Now imagine the star growing slightly softer, dimming gently, like a lantern being lowered behind a curtain. You follow its fading glow, your body relaxing deeper and deeper with each breath. The light becomes pale, then fainter, then a warm memory. This is how stars say goodnight, not suddenly, but gradually. Not with silence, but with softness. And the universe around you mirrors that gradual dimming. The cosmic web fades into a gentle haze. Galaxies melt into distant silhouettes. Nebulae dissolve into pale whispers. Everything grows quiet. Everything grows soft. Everything grows slow. Your breath follows that same slow dissolve. In, out, in, out. Soon, nothing remains but the soft glow of your awareness, floating in a universe that has dimmed itself to match your descending thoughts. You are suspended in a cradle of darkness that no longer feels like night, but like home. The ancient light that traveled billions of years to reach you is now settling inside you as calm. The stars that remembered their stories across time are now letting you rest. The entire cosmos, vast, complicated, impossible, has folded itself into a single feeling: peace. Imagine now the final drift, a slow descent into an even quieter space. No stars, no filaments, just a warm darkness, like the inside of a deep breath. Here the universe is not around you. It is you. Your breath is starlight. Your heartbeat is gravity. Your thoughts are drifting galaxies. Your body is the silence between stars. Nothing separates you from the endless calm. You are part of it. You are held by it. You are resting inside it. Let your breath soften. Let your eyes grow heavy. Let your thoughts dissolve into small, floating specks of light. Your journey through ancient light is complete. And now, the universe offers one last gentle place to rest. A place shaped entirely by silence and breath. A place where the night itself becomes a blanket. Let go into it. Allow the quiet to gather around you. Allow the warmth to hold you. Allow the universe to sing its final lullaby. You are made of stars. You are safe in the dark. You are remembered by the light. The night continues, and maybe your mind sleeps this way, too softly, deeply, endlessly.